appreciate everybody showing up for the first opportunity we've had as the membership steering council. And so I want to welcome everybody this early morning. When we get started, we're going to do roll call, but we're going to roll call by introducing everybody on the panel. Remind everybody, if you want to speak, please use the microphone. It is being recorded. So with that, Bill, you want to start on the table and work our way across?
Sure. Good morning, folks. My name is Bill Nash. I'm Good morning, folks. Let's try this again. I'm on mute. I'm buffering, right? I'm buffering. Good morning, Bill Nash. I'm the senior regional manager for ICC. I'm the staff liaison for the steering committee. And glad to be here. Welcome, everybody.
Muhigirwa. I am the secretary for the Emerging Leaders Membership Council and building official for City of Aspen, Colorado.
Good morning, Greg Gilbert out of Portland, Maine. I'm the vice chair of ELMC.
Don Mock from Howard County, Maryland. I am the chair of the Sustainability Membership Council.
Dan Weed, vice chair of PMG Membership Council.
Richard Clark, chair for PMG Membership Council.
So you really didn't need it.
Yeah, I really don't need it. Tim Diehl. I'm the chair of the Membership Steering Council, as well as vice chair of Fire Service Membership, working as a building security manager for Howard County.
Lisinski, chair of the Building Membership Council.
Allison Cook, Arlington, Virginia. I'm a member of the Building Membership Council and vice chair of the steering committee.
Good morning, Manjit Sohi. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm the vice chair of the Global Membership Council.
Morning, Sam Palmer out of Las Vegas, Nevada, chair for the Major Jurisdictions Council.
I'm Sam Steele, City of Seattle, vice chair of the Major Jurisdiction Council.
I'm Rachel Parrish. I'm a member of the Building Membership Council and secretary of the steering committee. I'm the one doing the work over here, guys.
Thank you very much. We have a quorum. We'll move into, everyone should have gotten a copy of the minutes from the last two meetings on the agenda. So I'll put the motion for any additions or corrections.
So moved.
Very good. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? So passed. We'll move right into reports, leadership reports. Our board of directors liaison, Director Hampton.
Thank you. Welcome to Florida, everybody. So it's great to see everybody here. Good turnout this morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Maybe we'll have a good long day. We've had a couple of good meetings here getting this thing kicked off. We've got some great leaders up here to lead this board. There are plenty of the directors in this room, and I'll give them all a chance to speak. Thank you.
I agree. President Tom.
I'll go ahead and start. First off, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to be here this early. This is a great opportunity, and I love seeing it for the first time because in the past, we've all tried to spread our time among all of the different membership councils and so forth, and while we all work together and support each other, it is fantastic to see everybody in the room at the same time and see everybody at the table. So welcome, thanks, and as Director Hampton said, we got a lot of work ahead of us today. So look forward to it. Thanks.
I'll open it up to any other directors, board of directors.
Well, I've got to stand up, especially since I'm the director from Florida, and say welcome to Florida. We piped in all this good weather just for you guys, because 4 days ago it was 92 degrees and very humid. So thank you for showing up, because it gave us a little bit of relief. Definitely enjoy your time here in Florida. There's plenty of sites to see, so if you got a little free time built into your schedule, there's a lot to do around here. you're looking for some good tips, the Florida ambassador is here, Tom Allen. He can certainly give you a couple of spots to go to as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Sure appreciate you being here and the committee's hard work. You guys do a lot of great work, and you pass on a lot of great information to the board, and that's super important that you continue to do that. So have a great day, and I can't wait for the code hearings and getting jacked up for it.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. Jim Sayers, the building official for the City of Oregon City, Oregon, and serve on the ICC Board of Directors, the liaison to the Global Membership Council, and to IAS.
Good morning, everybody. Randy Metz, liaison for the Fire Service Membership Council. I was part of the first meeting of the former continuity group when we got this idea together probably about 5 or 6 years ago now. So it's been really cool to see how this has progressed into what we have today. And I think this is really going to serve the membership council as well. So thank you all for volunteering to be on another group in addition to your membership councils you're already serving. Thank you.
Shirley Ellis, and I'm the liaison to the PMG committee, and here to help anybody. If you have any questions, find someone with some kind of ribbon on them, whether it be board of directors, whether it be one of the councils, whether it be a committee member, and they'll know the people to get you to, because I know we have some first timers here and want you to know that you can always ask questions, and we're willing to help you.
Sorry, Ron told me I had to get up here. I'm the other Ron.
You have to?
Ron Clements, I'm with the Emerging Leaders Membership Council. And yeah, so looking forward to spending the day with all of you. So thank you.
Oh my goodness. Also Roig. Well, NJC I have to represent, right? So I'm the liaison from the NJC, happy to be here. This is the way it's supposed to be. Working together to avoid any duplicate work, so this is amazing. I'm glad we have this in place. Thank you for the work that you're doing, and I'm looking forward to see what we get from there. Thank you.
Very good. I appreciate everybody's time, and thank you, and the support that the board of directors has given us. I truly appreciate it and look forward to continuing and providing all the information that is requested and needed. So with that, we move into chair and vice chair's reports, as well as the secretary's report. My chair report is we have a lot of information to get together or go through this morning. A couple keynotes that we're preparing those annual reports for the board, as well as trying to get some other initiatives together as far as communication between and the groups to make sure that we all are communicating properly and that our projects are benefiting all the members, as well as getting more members engaged. So that's what I have. Allison?
I know we have a really tight timeline today and a lot to get through, so I just want to say thank you everyone for being here this morning, and hopefully look forward to seeing you to the online meetings as we continue to work on those reports. Thank you.
Rachel.
Hi all. Again, I don't really have anything to report. Just thank you all for being here, and look forward to working with all of y'all.
And our wonderful staff liaison, Mr. Nash.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and welcome everybody again. Just in the interest of time, we'll move relatively quickly on this, but typically at this point of the meeting, we'll give some updates on all the good things that are happening at ICC. Usually Director Hampton and I battle over who's going to give the most information, and I'll try to keep a lot less than you did today. For those of you that have an agenda in front of you, just note that as we start to develop the web page for this committee, these documents will be available obviously on the website once we get those developed as a new committee. But the agendas that you have that are highlighted in blue are hyperlinks, so you can get to the various parts of the information that are on the agenda. So if you do have it on your computer, you certainly can click on those links. And I'll point to particularly the minutes. We record all of our meetings and then post them to the ICC YouTube site, so you can view any of our meetings, and you can do the same with some of the other membership councils as well. I know Building Membership Council does it, and Fire Service, and a few others also do that. So please click on those links and you can view the meetings and follow along on our draft minutes. Most importantly, on item 3C, which is my update, is I'll point to the ICC GR update. As you all know, I'm a GR staffer, and I'm responsible for 6 states actually, and some of my other colleagues are in the group here today, and staff people who also are GR reps, and they are responsible for we're your voice out in the field, and we see you at regular meetings. Rick Hoffey, who is here today as well, puts together this GR update for us, and I've got to tell you, if you're not getting it, please reach out to your staff liaison or your GR rep in that state and make sure you get your hands on this update. It's a digital link. You can print it out and in good format here to read and share it with within your networks, but an awful lot of good information. So please, for the new people that are here and some of the older folk as well, please reach out to your GR rep for, at the very least, this monthly update. Make sure you get it into your inbox. Typically it comes out first or second day of the month, and it's loaded with valuable information. So I'd encourage you to do so. I won't get into that today in the interest of time, but typically we'll do that. I think if you go to some of the other council meetings, you'll hear a little more information on it. But this is about the time when all of that good info gets out. There's a lot of good stuff happening, certainly, folks, and we want to make sure you become aware of it in all your networks, all of your stakeholders, and many of you are chapter leaders. We want to make sure that you're all getting that information and getting it out to the folks. So that's all I have.
Very good. We'll move into our next topic, which you can see on the agenda, is the CP9 review. Summary and tasks that all the membership councils are needed to do. At our last meeting, we kind of reviewed real quickly that need, but I'm going to put out a better timeline for the membership councils if possible. As you remember, CP9 and the membership portion of it was generalized. So now each membership council is now responsible for creating their own policies and procedures for those selections of members for the governing council that was in our charters previously. We kind of realized that all needs to be done before June 1st. June 1st is supposed to be the call for applicants to the governing membership councils. So what I would like each council to prepare is their policies and procedures by our next meeting. And our next meeting is at the end of May 28th. I know that is going to be a tight timeline to get all the information back, so I can get it to Ron. So he'll have all that information. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to accomplish that, and that we can probably have some email exchanges in between. Whether or not, if you have questions, concerns, we may have another special meeting in between that we can discuss, any questions or issues that the councils may be having with the updates. So I'll just open it up right now. Any questions, comments from the members?
So if I understand correctly, it's for us to have a draft put together by May 28th?
Much of the draft, as close to an actual document as possible. Okay. Yes.
Question for you, Mr. Chair. Is there anything existing that we don't have to totally reinvent the wheel? Someone's got something you can start with and edit and throw out what you don't like?
My suggestion, and I know that what the fire service is going to do, is we're going back to our charter, the original charter, and pretty much kind of use that language as the template to guide our efforts. My plan is that once we get everybody's information together, is that we will then, with a little bit of help with Rachel, formulate it into a cohesive document so that all the membership council's information is in the same format, so that when it's presented up, it'll be similar all the way around. Any other comments, questions? Good.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, just for some little more information relative to as we go towards the ABM and elections and call for committees, that's still, again, a work in progress, but some of the charters that exist out there have specific language. So it's probably just as important to dial into that sooner rather than later and be prepared for when the call for committees comes on how the process for election to the governing committees of each of the various councils are. So that's, I know different charters have different language and different procedures, and I'm going to try to dial that into a streamlined process. They can still do what they want. They can still do their own procedures, but we need to streamline it better.
Okay. Building safety career path toolkit.
Sorry, I'm gonna hop in on that one. I know. I was waiting for y'all to finish. Okay, so I distributed a couple of timelines. I know we had some discussion on when we wanted to present the annual report to the ICC board. So I generated 2 timelines, which I distributed to you guys. Sorry, crowd, y'all didn't get the timelines. But if we can nail down which of these that you guys would like to go with, I also have a template that I'm going to distribute after this meeting for the information that I need from each of the membership councils for this report. I tried to make it as easy as possible for you guys. But if I can get one of these 2 timelines nailed down, then we can work from there.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for all the work put into this. I just had one question on the December timeline. With the conference, the ABM coming a little later, I don't know how much we can flex a little later, because I would hope if we go with that we can craft our goals as membership councils at the ABM and include them for the board to see. Here was last year's achievements, this year's goal, and have a continuity. But I know with the timing on this,
right. So it's pointing at me. I don't know if this thing's working or not. So
turn some of the mics off. They have to be on.
I should be able to.
There you go.
Oh, I'm on it. Thank you, Cheryl. What the plan is on there is to get as much of the draft information ahead of the ABM, but all of the information can still, I want to include on this December 1, include anything that happens at the ABM, but because the turnover to get it to the December is so short, I wanted to get as much of that draft information as possible and then just fill in the blanks after the ABM. So that would be the plan on that one.
Thank you.
I noticed that we have additional directors that have walked in. And I'll open up the floor real quick to those who would like to say a few words. All your other previous guests had their opportunity, so I want to extend the same opportunity to you all. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're recording, so if you want to say something, please step up to the microphone.
Here comes the parade.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, but AGVC, ICC Board Director, and just want to thank you for all of the work that you put into membership councils, and we do pay attention, don't think that we don't. But you do amazing work, in part engaging all the folks that are in your membership councils, but also in working together and doing this. It's we see the results of it, so thanks for your work.
Hi, everyone. Steve McDaniel, Board of Directors, speaking in opposition of RV. Oh, wait. Never mind. Again, we appreciate everything that you guys do. It's exciting work. We can't wait to see the results of the report that you guys are going to give us, and leave the rest for my colleague.
Good morning, Ben Bredmore, Board of Directors. It's nice to actually see everybody in person. It's a much bigger window than my 18-inch screen at home. So I just want to say thank you for all the work you do throughout the year, and looking forward to the membership council meetings this morning. Hopefully make 1 or 2. So thanks.
Andre Hayen, Board of Directors, and echo the comments of my colleagues. And I'm really excited to see you all in the same room. You know, but there's a lot you can get done together. So can't wait to see what you guys get done.
Oh, I'm good. Go ahead. Keep going. Doing great.
All right, very good. We'll go back to the draft for report that Rachel has put out. Comments?
Well, don't everybody jump in all at once. I guess I'll kick it off and people can say, no, I don't agree or I agree. I have a preference towards aiming for the December meeting. It allows us that continuity to finalize and wrap up what we've been doing for the year, elect a new group of folks at the ABM, and set an agenda and have consistency year over year for that. That would be my personal preference. With ask to amend that between the October 15th and the November 1st, we have a line item that says add goals from each membership.
Yeah, I'm also partial to the December timeline also, as long as that's acceptable to the board of directors.
Good morning again. I think it's more of a question, what does the board want to see? Do they want to see something at ABM, or are they interested in one report at a final? But I do lean towards the December reporting.
Bill or Ron, I just wanted to confirm that we have the blessing to pick either one as the steering committee.
I believe we have confirmed that, both of them, whatever pathway the committee wants to go on, absolutely. That's my understanding.
Question, Mr. Chair. On the microphone there. There will probably be some turnover at the ABM in our committee. Just kind of thinking about the possibility of 3 or 4 new folks coming in, trying to pick up speed between the ABM and December. Just for continuity, I wonder if it would work better to go with the first option, only to kind of have all of the same people working together and completing it at the ABM.
I think that's, you know, a valid point to make, but realizing that most of our membership councils re-elect in December or January, I think that if we still stay with the December timeline, we will be able to capture that ABM information also, and it won't be a heavy lift, even for somebody coming in new, because most of all the report will be done. It'll be just adding those kind of final touches to the report.
Good morning. My name is Ron Piester. I work with the membership department at the Code Council. Just a clarification on Council Policy 9. The board has set a consistent policy for you as we've gone through this. One of the features of CP9 is that the membership council governing committees will nominate the individuals who they want to serve on the committee for the next year, and those nominations would be ratified by the board at their December meeting. So in essence, the term of a new member of the membership council governing committee would start at the beginning of the calendar year. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other comments, questions?
Seeing no further discussion, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the December secondary option listed there.
Second.
Sorry, with an amendment to add the final line item between the ABM and the final report, just to add goals. That's it. Yep.
Still give us a second.
Yes.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good.
I'm sorry, who was the second?
Gilbert.
Thank you.
Gilbert, thank you. Yeah, that end of the table. Speaking of the annual conference, the ABM, it is going to be in Long Beach, October 20th to the 23rd. There is a tentative schedule out as of right now. The council meetings will be held, as far as I know, on Wednesday. So we're looking forward to everybody there. I don't know if Bill, President, have an update that they would like to give on the ABM.
Registration is open, like you said. More information comes out every day, so stay tuned to your GR update.
And once again, that will be the time where we do be electing membership, council governing members. So looking forward to seeing everybody again, as well as more co-hearings. So, the next step in the process. The next topic that we have on here is the use of the Monday. Well, you want to go back to the career path? No, that's fine. You can go back. The toolkit? Yeah, go ahead. My apologies, Ron.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. The membership department is preparing this year to roll out a series of member benefits that are focused on career development. One of them is a new feature that we're working on with the vendor that manages our job board. It's called a Career Path Toolkit, and this toolkit documents a series of jobs within the building safety industry to provide information for individuals that are interested in becoming involved in building safety, showing them a true step-by-step path to achieving jobs in our industry. And what we need to do is we need to fill out that toolkit with information that essentially documents that path. And I personally thought this would be a great opportunity for the membership councils to get involved and share your expertise in creating this toolkit. So with I spoke with the chair and he allowed me to present this to you. I would like to ask if there are, and ask you to go back to your governing committees or councils and ask if there are people who would be willing to work on a relatively small, we don't need to have a representative from each council, but a small work group that can help to document the series of positions, determine which positions are appropriate to serve as a starting point, and then to document them. We'll obviously provide staff support. There's a lot of information that's going to go into this toolkit, and we're hoping that this will be a valuable asset to our members. So I'm just asking for some volunteers. Don't need that today, but if you would go back to your respective councils and see if there are individuals who would be willing to serve on a work group. I will say this: this is not going to be let's get together and have some fun. You're going to do a lot of work. This toolkit is a robust resource that's going to require a lot of work to get it done, but I think it's work that will be well worth it and will help people to have a better understanding of the true opportunities in our industry. Thank you.
Ron, okay, go ahead.
And Ron, you don't need just governing committee members, right? It could be any membership council member that could help you out on that, right?
Absolutely, that would be up to each of the respective councils.
When would you like to have those names by? I know yesterday, usually the answer.
I think your board liaison just answered no. No, I would love to get, I'd love to get started on this project within the month.
Mr. Chair. Is there a thought or opportunity, maybe even expanding this outside for, I'm thinking more from global side of whether there's areas where we can actually apply this outside of the US as well. But some sort of like template that we can use, right? I can start talking at a global membership side.
Mr. Sohi, this is a template, and we just need to fill it in. So you're absolutely right. We can decide which positions are appropriate to fill this toolkit, and that could include positions, at our choosing. So there's no set rules to this, and I think that this could be a great opportunity to expand our resources to the global community. Absolutely.
Any other questions? Very good, Ron. We will get that information to you as soon as we can. We'll go back, and here again, I'll be pulling some of the members earlier so we can get this information as well as the updates with the drafts. But I'm looking forward to this too, Ron. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Now, we want to go ahead and move into the Monday platform. Allison, you want to give an update and go from there?
Oh, thank you so much. So for those of you who don't know, we are temporarily using a platform while we wait for the work that staff is doing to give a membership platform. In the interim, we've been using something that started with Excel spreadsheets, and we've moved towards an online platform that everyone has access to. So for those of you who still don't have access, come see Tim and I after this, or if I gave you access but it doesn't work, come see us. I appreciate the folks getting goals in, and I know Rachel has the form where we can help add that in, but the goal is to put all of the things we're working on and where we're at on those. So at the end of the year, we just click a few buttons and it spits out most of that work. We're not gathering everything every year in kind of this who has what, where are things. So it should help make reporting easier. It should also help make transparency easier, where anybody can log in and see, hey, here's who's doing what. So I'm very excited that we have this tool right now. And if, again, there's any questions about access or issues getting into it, and I do appreciate the folks who have updated it. We first started using this on the charter effort, and it was a really nice way to put those documents up that everybody could work non-simultaneously. And I appreciate all the commitment to everybody here already who's been putting things in.
Questions, comments? As Allison said, you do have an issue, let us know. We'll try to work through it. It has been a nice resource to be able to go in and once again see what the other councils are working on, what projects, and how we may overlap, assist, and cooperate together with those efforts. We'll go ahead and do real quick membership council reports. I know we just had our last meeting, our meeting last week, so I don't know what other updates there may be, but I did want to give the councils a quick opportunity to give us any updates for today. So we'll start down at the end with emerging leaders.
Thanks. I don't think we have had a meeting since the last time that the steering committee met. We are meeting this morning at 9:30 to try to give a staggered start so that some other people can join us in the Gold Coast rooms.
Sustainability Membership Council, nothing new to report. The only thing I will mention is Building Safety Month videos. Like and share when you get out there, and we appreciate everyone who's helping out with those. Thanks.
PMG Membership Council. Yesterday we had Four Corners event, the campaign, and it was successful in attendees participating and asking a lot of good questions in reference to awareness and what ICC is about, and the digital platform, how to get membership, how to become on the councils and so forth. So like I said, that we were happy with that part of it. The other update that we have is on the water resource reuse. And last meeting that we brought up, so we have a member, we have a GR director, which is Richard Anderson, and he's doing that program. He's here. I'd like for him to update us on that.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Clerk. Rich Anderson, Director of PMG Technical Resources. Appreciate it. So the PMG CAC formed a water reuse working group this code cycle. They really wanted to take a look at how we were utilizing water on site. So we don't have to send water back to the jurisdiction for treatment. And there was a ton of people on that committee. At one point in time, we had over 100 people in the meetings giving their input, reviewing documents. So people much smarter than I had a lot of input in that. The outcome of that group was P157 Part 1 and 2. And if you get a chance, please take a look at it. It's going to be a total revamp of what we do for water reuse on site, talking about things that we don't typically talk about on with our side of the water meter. So log reduction targets, log reduction values, levels of water treatment, expanding what we can do in the IPC and the IRC for on-site water reuse. Please take a look at that. And then there's an event this week in DC, Wednesday and Thursday, where I will be the ICC rep on a panel Thursday discussing in DC with Washington and other water reuse or water wonkers, like we like to call ourselves, on how we can effectively reuse water on site. So thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you. That's all we got. Very good. Fire service will be meeting, again today. The big thing is we'll be getting ready for CFSI, the dinner down in DC. That'll be the 29th, 28th and 29th of April. That's pretty much all I have for update for that building.
Sure. Building Membership Council, we haven't met since the last time the steering committee got together. We'll be meeting at 9 o'clock back around the corner over in there. A lot on the agenda, big full agenda. Probably the only thing I really want to highlight to everybody in here, one of the discussions today, we're going to look at kind of reorganizing or coming up with some new ideas for our subcommittees and maybe looking at those a little bit. So, if anybody's interested, if they're, have some ideas on what, Building Membership Council should be focusing our subcommittees on, certainly join in for that conversation. I'd love to have some more input on that. But other than that, yeah, we'll be meeting every other month. So yeah, we'd love to have you guys at Building Membership Council.
Mr. Chair, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Directors and to review it, understand it, and adopt the CP9 in the form that I was given to. Specifically from Global's point of view, because we asked a lot of adjustments because of what we do and what we serve and how we serve. As a part of that, so it really means a lot to us and from Global side of it, and thank you for that. But at the same time, it allows us to serve the folks all over the world. And we do our quarterly meetings, and if you will notice our meeting, there's an executive meeting before, then we do a webinar, so meeting has some meaningful content that we can apply globally, wherever we need to. And when you see the timeline, sometimes they're not to cause harm to you, but what we are trying to do is basically cause harm to everyone. Some meetings are, if you'll see, 1 or 2 meetings are, I think maybe at 10, 11 o'clock. And we have a member, to those who have been attending, specifically our chair or our representative from Republic of Georgia, sometimes 2 a.m. or 11 p.m. at night or 3 a.m. in the morning. So what we decided that let's make it a little bit difficult for everyone. So we are rotating to trying to do that. And when we do the webinar, and so when you see the link, it's please make an attempt if you can, at least to come and see what we have to present. And then what do we do with the webinars? We present them, then bring the presenter at the end, second time, so we can have it like it twice and have some of the question answers. We can have a little bit more meaningful engagement. We haven't had a meeting since our last March 26th meeting, so we're going up. Thank you.
Thank you, jurisdiction.
MJC, good morning. Good to see everybody here. MJC is pleased to come on board as the latest and greatest council. Call us whatever, just call us. No, but that's a good, very good thing. MJC, the quick comment back on Manjit. We talk about the connections between ICC and what's going on all around us. I got a call from some guy out of the Republic of Georgia, and I'm thinking, this is Athens, this is Georgia, where is this? And no, it's Republic of Georgia. He's saying, hey, I'm looking out for IAS for accreditation services. I said, oh, okay, I got two and two, put two and two together, and figured out, okay, IAS accreditation services for the Republic of Georgia, the Georgia, and they've got to follow some of the international rules, et cetera. And for IAS, that's a great opportunity, but it's good connection, and that's what counts here. MJC, the Major Jurisdiction Council, Sam Steele is our vice president, I'm the current chair. And for MJC, we meet today at 10 a.m. To talk about our CP9 and finish up on the draft version of that. And then looking forward to the future as far as setting the topics and agendas to discuss. One of the big things about MJC is what are the current topics out there that building officials, agencies, et cetera, need to discuss. The current one coming up, history of existing single exit provisions. Seattle has issues on those. We'll take a good look at that and develop a working topic around that. So we're staying active, and but 10 a.m. today, welcome everybody to come. And we're here someplace in this building.
In the first room.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Thank you all. I'll open it up for closing thoughts. If anybody has any closing thoughts.
I'd like a second. I'm gonna put some people on the spot here. I really want to call out Allison for all of her work in putting the combined charters together, and Ron Piester for all of his hard work on CP9. Those two made this whole committee happen, and I really want to take a moment to say how thankful I am for y'all doing this, and for y'all allowing me to be the secretary on this and do all of your work for you. Truly.
Wow.
Excuse me. And thank you, Bill, because you are always my rock star over there telling me what on earth I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you.
Before we do close, I will make an ask for all the membership councils today during their meeting to get a photo of all the members who are attending the meeting today. We would like to try to put that into the annual report that we send up to the board. So that's my ask, knowing that most of us have pretty full, or at least most of our members here in person. So, Bill, you have something else?
No, that's a good point. Mr. Chair, I think we can set the example ourselves, and we'll be the first ones to take a photo.
I think that works. Anyone else have any closing? I look for a motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
We'll see you all May 28th.
Oh, don't worry, guys.
Perfect, I think it's that one. 3, 2, 1.
Ryan's trying to get his camera on. It is.
Yeah, Rachel asked me to get him. I think she's going to put some of the pictures in the report. So.
Yeah, no, excellent. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah.